Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. So, we just got hot off the heels of Brian's second date. We've come to a side story piece. I believe it's going to be about Mary, but I'm not 100% exactly how this is going to go. So let's find out. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh. So I decide to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. Just refers to it as my team. Doesn't refer to it as, you know, the team name. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I can take it or leave it. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. I'm not a huge fan of Mary, personally. Just like, keep watching the game. Nah, she's our neighbor. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. This seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me.
Oh.
She drunk? Hey, cowboy. Huh? You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone, yeah. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Walk her home. Sure. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. I got it. She clearly does not got it.
Hey.
You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Aw. We're so lovely. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm talking to the bartender. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. Damn phone. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really know what to say. Or, I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets? Nah. Ain't her thing. Huh? I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. I'm trying to make her sound really, really drunk. It's not really working very well. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her, for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I'm just sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just hold on? What's wrong?
Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake. Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest.
Hey.
You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh? Oh! So wait, she goes like... straightens things out and then just walks in casually. Like nothing's wrong.
Welcome. You've got
God damn it. So she tricked us into thinking that she was... Oh, that didn't click in my head till right at the end there. It took me a second. Pretending to be drunk. Pretending to be, like, incapable of making it home herself. So that she can hang off my arm for a while. And then, as soon as she gets in front of the house, she's like, well, thank you for that, and walks off. Thanks for the company, kid. Walks inside. Whatever the case. So, we have another crossroads. I don't think anyone specified a specific dad for the next episode, so I'm tossing up between Matt and Damien. I know we did Matt right at the start, so maybe I'll go on his second date. But I'm also I like Damien's style, so I might go on his. Now we'll go with Matt today. We'll go with Damien next time. Maybe we'll do it in a similar order that we did last time, where we'll go like Hugo, Robert, Joseph, something like that. Yeah, and then we'll have third dates, which I'll do the like third date and then end. But for now, let's go on Matt's second date. I like Matt, but he's one of the dads that I flip-flop on his voice all the time. Brian is one of those dads that I like because I have his voice in my head sort of nailed down. Craig sort of as well, not as close as Brian. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda. Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father? Father? Wanna go to the coffee spoon?
Yeah.
Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at the coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff. Amanda, are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and leather-bound journal. Oh dear. She's the very thing she mocks. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. What was this guy's voice? What voice did I give him? Okay, I'm gonna give him a different voice than what I gave him last time. Hey, you're with a dude who yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Aww.
This is my daughter, Amanda. The person I am a father to and very protective of. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I think that grammatically incorrect sentence. I wouldn't call it witch house music, but okay.
Aww.
A piercing blow to... Oh, or did she say I don't really like... I don't know, I misread that sentence. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that would dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Oh god, okay. I had a quick look to see if this decision means anything, and apparently it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. Defend witch house. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Right, change the subject. I feel like this one will be like the overprotective dad answer. That's like, when you try and do that kind of thing, you're just gonna make it worse. Defend witch house. If I do that, will it mean that if I say that I think it's cool, Amanda will think it's less cool, and so it'll, like, them, like, reverse psychology kind of thing? Change the subject seems like the, so, who likes jazz? Or change the subject. I'm gonna choose this one. Defend witch house. Hey, witch house is actually a nuanced form of music that many people enjoy, and I think our dear Pablo here should be proud of making. Or technically making, since he's only done the logo so far. I see. Yeah. I've also never listened to witch house before. Okay, that... I don't know, whatever. Rorius. I can't get his voice right. I have a particular voice in my head and I just can't get it. Matt comes up from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do. I've seen you met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Vale starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo. Now, what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. I can't get it. This is one of these voices. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. A classic. And you? Okay. Americano football. Decaf for cutie. Father John Misto. I feel like I recognize this pun. Of course, Americano football is just an Americano. What the hell's a Father John Misto? Or Misto? It's the weirdest sounding one. All of these choices have like, except for one, which has love. So, Father John Misto? Aww. That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. Okay, so that was the right choice. Oh, I was making a joke off Father John Misty has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty, so I was... yeah, never mind. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For a goofy as dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. Hey, yeah. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple of hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Hey. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason, he and I talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Hey. Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? Hey. There are a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyls sound warmer, or more true to the artist's intent. But really, I just think it's nice to collect records. Oh. It's cool that in this day and age, we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. But there's something about holding an album, and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs?
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds great. It made each listen really special. And mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Hey.
I feel something coming on there. I'm almost certain at some point we're gonna get given a mixtape. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-pop, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming.
Hey.
Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? I don't know if this matters. If I, as a person, was a milkshake flavor, I would probably be vanilla. Default. Purple. Cookies and cream is my favorite. If I was just choosing my favorite kind of ice cream, I love cookies and cream. He said if you were a milkshake, didn't he? I mean, I love the color purple. Purple flavor. Do I just go with my favorite? Yeah. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, or Power Violence Cherry Blossom. Power Violence. I like spring in terms of smells. Spring Creek Fireball. That's cool. Cool name. Everything except the Power Violence Cherry Blossom sounds... Actually, Cherry Blossom is beautiful as well. I was looking at the things like Cherry Blossom, Spring Creek, Summer Breeze, and Mountain Spring are all beautiful sounding. Daffodil, Camouflage, Fireball, or Power Violence. I'm gonna go with Daffodil Mountain Spring. What's your favorite ambient sound? I love rain. I do love the rain. There was a scene just before when we were with Mary where there was rain in the background. Oh, it's so like calming, soothing. Howls of the Bone chorus. What? I'm gonna go with rain. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza. Starting a new life in the Baltics. The Baltics? What was the question? Ideal vacation? I think I'm gonna have to go with starting a new life in the Baltics. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I'm worried that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. Well, that is actually not a fear, but it's something I have thought of before. Like some of my friendships, I'm like, were we actually friends? Or was it just that I had something or they had something and we wanted the other thing? I fear that I don't deserve happiness and I won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I've fabricated this universe? That actually pops into my head more frequently. But it's not something I fear. Even if we were just a fabricated universe, that's cool. It doesn't make it any less real to us. Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. Oh. These ones are too real for very different reasons. You too and this. Let's be real for a second. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
Oh, the way he reacted sounded like I did something wrong. What? Oh, I know just the thing.
Hey.
Matt runs into the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National? They're the ones who make Exile Vilify. Which is in Portal 2. Exile it takes your mind again. Trouble will find me. The National have owned their sad guy sound. I mean, I don't usually listen to sad music. Owned their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point they're old pros about feeling blue. The music is so amazing that it'll actually cheer you up. Well, actually, for me, Exile Vilify is one of those ones that sometimes puts me into an existential dread. I don't listen to music that's sad because my emotions are deeply affected by music, and if I listen to sad music, I'm just gonna feel depressed. So I tend to listen to a lot of comedy stuff, but I also listen to like soundtracks from games that have like another deeper emotional meaning, and I listen to more upbeat stuff, generally speaking. I love electro swing because of the upbeatness of it. I also like chill stuff as well. I like jazz and yeah. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation.
Hey.
You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Hey.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. I don't know any of those. Tight.
Hey.
The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Hey.
That nerd is my buddy Rorius. Rorius, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of each critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
Hey.
You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Oh.
Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes.
Hey.
I mean, if you're not doing anything.
I mean,
Will Vacant Veil... God, he was still making noises. Will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey.
If only. I finished paying for my records, and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been to a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Oh my god. The 70s? 20 years before I was born. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think memory is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from.
Hey.
All that stuff, and listening to those songs reminds me of those moments in my life. Yeah, now that I think about it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Why did I bring it up? I knew this was coming and I was like, I'm just gonna be like the good guy and not do this. But I didn't realize my character brings it up. God damn it. Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? No. Apparently there are some dialogue options that are unique if you smoke the pot. But no. I actually have never smoked pot in my life. I am kind of anti-drugs, generally speaking. Here in New Zealand it's still illegal, but it looks like pretty soon it might become legal. But I'm anti-smoking of any kind, cigarettes, marijuana, whatever. My grandparents, I always use the excuse, I guess, I've had it drilled into me, I guess, from my parents, but I always have the excuse that both my grandparents died when I was like 3 or younger because they had lung cancer from smoking cigarettes. So, anything like that, I'm just like, ugh, no thank you. And I rarely get drunk as well. I like to keep my faculties about me. For a long time I thought I was going to be a scientist. I kind of, technically I am. I have a Bachelor of Computer Science, which is a BSc, but I thought I was going to be a physicist. You know, mental faculties are important to scientific people. Say no to drugs. Nah man, I think I'm good.
Hey.
It's a little juvenile, I guess. Let's just go back to my place and listen to them.
Hey.
Yeah. Hopefully I can still get an S rank without doing that. Because there's 2 dialogue options that only come up if you do that. And there's only 3 dialogue options otherwise. Matt and I walk behind the cul-de-sac and head to his house. I hope he isn't bummed about the no weed thing.
Hey.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the 2. Who's that?
Hey.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex. Alex? I don't think I've actually heard the name before. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive letters reads, Stillness the Dancing. Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you 2 in a band together?
Hey.
Yeah, that's the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety, and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we could never do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff.
Hey.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Hey.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I noticed a dusty piano. Do you play?
Hey.
I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. What does this Rorius do? What did he used to do? I swear. I tried learning piano when I tried learning keyboard at least when I was at high school, but I was terrible. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way. You had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies. Except for Ska-Munist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Hey, yeah.
I sit down at the piano. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. You're my wonder. Oh dear. Go with a classic or stick to your ska roots. Yeah. I think I saved it. Shit, I didn't check. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing Scar. Wait, that was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The deep purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy, can you top that? I shouldn't. Oh, come on.
I mean,
No,
I don't know if I should.
It's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Yeah. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. How much worse could it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Oh, yay! I got the one love option. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Yeah.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man. That was killer. That's a word I've never used like that. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night?
Hey.
Oh, no. I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone, and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records, until it gets late and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock slightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No! I'm Dad. Oh, dear. Hi, hungry. I'm Dad. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way! Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. Right. He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening at his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Oh dear. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back into her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. Oh dear. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Ah, that's sweet. Date complete. Nice. Number one. Oh, okay, let's see my score.
You know what? I'm down for an encore.
Yeah, see? Damn. I knew that was gonna happen. I did that date as best as I could, but because I didn't smoke pot, I didn't get S. It's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. I believe the A rank is perfectly fine for getting like the best endings for all the dads and stuff like that. I was gonna try and get S for all of them, but that's all good. That's all good.
Welcome. You've got
Alrighty.
dads.
For the first time in a while, we're actually back at Dad Book again. So it's not between every second date that you get a piece of story. So, next time we should be able to launch straight into Damien's date, or one of the other dad's dates, I guess. But yeah, until next time, I feel like we just saw it. Like, if you want to see more from me, then subscribe. We're getting through this. I think we're at about the halfway point now. We might have just passed it, even though there's, you know, if you just do the math of like 777 dates, it sounds like we're not, but I have a feeling that we've done a lot of the side quest stuff already. So from now on, we might actually, if we have time, we might actually be able to go on the second date with multiple dads in the next few episodes. I'm not holding my breath on that though, because I definitely think there's probably going to be at least 1 or 2 more little side story things that happen. But yeah, we'll see. We'll find out next time, won't we? Thank you so much for watching, and as always,